That's good. I like
That is awesome. Well done,
That
Mark.
is.
Well done.
Do I start?
I think it actually may be me. I think it's me.
Yeah. Just drop one.
Or my wife.
You say the magic of television. Double pick for you, Bucky. Yeah. Count, Vondracek, and Sedlak.
Have a good one.
Have a good game.
Let's go, boys. Let's do that.
Let's go.
Okay. The Ice Stadium in Davos, all abuzz as the quarterfinals begin here. And an already strong Dynamo Pardubice team, maybe getting stronger with the addition. His first game at the Spengler Cup. Yuri Smekel into the Pardubice lineup, which should scare these Straubing Tigers just a little bit. The former Ottawa Senator will only add more to an already strong team.
Well, this is the biggest and heaviest team in the tournament, and so what does the addition of Yuri Smekel do? It adds a 6'4", 225-pound body into the lineup. There's a look at Roman Veal, of course, the netminder for Pardubice. He was solid in the opening game until he left with injury. We were wondering if we'd see him again this tournament. He was in so much pain, but he's back. And of course, there's Zane McIntyre. Spent last year in Iowa with the AHL Wild. And he's looking to backstop Straubing to a place in the semifinals.
Well, it's win or go home from here on in at the Spengler Cup. And I think we see a different level of intensity. And it's already, we've both been surprised by the level of intensity. The hot tempers that we've seen from day one here at the Spengler Cup, and now that everything is on the line, you wonder if it's ramped up even further on both sides of the red line right now. Jedlak versus Szymanski, and the Tigers control. Quick dump in, and like we've seen on a number of occasions to start a game, a quick icing call to get the crowd revved up 4 seconds into the hockey game.
You know, and it hasn't just happened a couple times.
Yeah, probably four.
Opening face-off, and everyone's excited. Vaclav Baduak, I'm sure, is excited, may just not show it on his face there.
And there's a cleaner win for Szymanski. Brandt down the wall. Chance to skate onto it for the Tigers and possess the puck in the offensive zone. Connolly rimming that around. LaPon lets that get through to the point. Dump back into the corner. Brandt tries a shot that's blocked up high by Kellerman. Back to neutral ice for Connolly. The Calgary native, some patience. Goes behind his own goal. See if it's one last trip up the ice here for this line, or if they change. Forecheck is on. And a big hit by Kosal. But here come the Tigers. Drop pass at the line. Fleischer couldn't get his stick back to make a play. And the Tigers regroup in their own zone. Not even a minute old here on day number 4 at the Spengler. Across center ice, dumped in by Straubing. Off the end glass. Zaboral got things started only as far as the half wall. Radil trying to kick that past the blue line. Rakos behind his own goal. Dvorak catches the slow rolling puck. Kosal can't make a play, and Dvorak chased back once more. Behind his own goal on the backhand. Radil, nice chip off the boards. And finds Rakos in stride across the blue line. Drop passes there, and oh my. So close for Mandat to get in alone. Just couldn't get a full grip of the puck. Pardubice builds from its own zone once again. It is Mandat. Dropping for Polacek. Off a skate and back to center. Polacek in the neutral zone. Chipped it ahead to himself. Too far. Samuelson passes that over to Green and back to Samuelson. Lear now with it. The Saskatoon boy out of the left for Mueller. Mueller getting it back to Lear. Can't catch that pass cleanly. Smejkal with his first touch of the puck. Didn't get it cleanly to Pakobrodsky. David Musil, a former Vancouver Giant, brings that around the boards. Smejkal tried to tip that in. Kept in by the Tigers. And another chance here for Pardubice to get it out. And play blown down on the hand pass. They'll face off at center ice.
Well, look at Mario Zimmerman, his first game here in the Spengler Cup. There's Yuri Smejkal, the newcomer, into the lineup for Pardubice. You know, Blake, Straubing's got a tall task here this afternoon. They played Canada last night. Probably didn't get out of the building until after 11:30. Lost that one 6-3. Hung in there for half the game and then faded, but that's a quick turnaround to be back here this afternoon.
Connolly battling with Zaboral. Kaut still can't get that one past Dashner. Now a little flip to center, but Braun, the former San Jose Shark, drives that back in for Straubing. Kaut again flipping that to the blue line. It's a loose puck though. LaPon and Szymanski control for Straubing. Picked off by Dvorak. Kellerman down the left side, protecting behind the goal. Into the boards, but still with it. Dropped that, looking for Sedlak to pick it up. Squirts free and into neutral ice. Connolly on it again. Tied up by Kellerman, but the Tigers get it into the offensive zone. Szymanski behind the goal with it. Tried to put that through the crease and banked that, perhaps intentionally, off Hayek, and nearly created a scoring opportunity. Across the blue line, Radil. Hayek just alive at the line. Fanned did Radil on the shot. Gets another chance towards the goal. Again off a stick. Can't get it cleanly towards McIntyre. Radil dropping in the corner to the point for Hayek. Sent it down the boards once more. Kosal couldn't come up with it. Rakos does. Rakos on the backhand. Cleaned away from the point. Rakos tried once more, but still no red jerseys to be found. And Justin Scott just inside the Pardubice line. Polacek regroups here for Pardubice.
Well, interesting early on, some broken plays from both sides here. Seemingly maybe an open guy here or two with an open chance and not able to get it to the open winger.
Shot is blocked once more by Polacek. Down the right side, Green sends that in. St. Denis gives chase, can't come up with the puck. Teresnak, long stretch pass, kicked forward by Vondracek. But settled once more by Straubing. Taylor Lear wheels out of his own zone. Lear sidesteps a couple of checks, puts it off the boards, not strong enough though. Smankel steals. Down the left side, another chance high and wide, hard off the end wall, kept alive by Pardubice. Bobrovsky couldn't come up with the puck. Down the ice it goes, rolling. Won't be enough for icing. Dvorak back to retrieve. Zboril. Pass onto the left side. Pavlovic dishes. Schmeichel tried one from distance, easily handled by McIntyre. And Straubing sends that back in deep once more. No possession though for Straubing here in the offensive zone for some time. We'll get a chance here. Pass incomplete, looking for LaPont. Icing waved off. McIntyre leaves for Brandt. A lot of red shirts around him. Hatcher. Hajek. Wide of the net. Picked up in the corner by Kellerman. Count behind the goal. Lost it for a moment. Back to the point again. Hayek another shot. McIntyre might have got a piece, but hit the side of the net for sure. Szymanski. Pass into the middle. Connolly's all alone. LaPont won't be able to get to that in the corner, so Sedlak controls.
Well, that was a nifty pickup from Connolly. Went down in a lunge position, played it off his shin, right up to his stick.
In front of their own goal, Pardubice, but no harm done. Fleischer, the lone forechecker right now. Hayek deciding what he wants to do. Around Hida and up the right side. Pulsall, chip and chase. Lines up a hit. Can't consummate it. But now a giveaway on the forecheck for Pardubice. Down the ice it goes, and this should be icing. It's waved off though. Approaching 7 minutes old here in the first period. Game one of the day here at the Spengler Cup. Cross ice dump in. Vondracek. Low man in the corner. Back to the point. Teresnak has his shot blocked. Straubing doing well to get in the way of shots right now. Neither side with a glorious opportunity of late. That one blockered away easily by McIntyre.
Now we've certainly seen Pardubice with the run of play and puck possession, but it certainly hasn't translated into any good scoring chances.
Still no official shots on goal for either side. Herchik pressured. But Pardubice is still able to get it as far as center ice. Herchik again, a cross ice pass. Sent in by Zboril. McIntyre out to play the puck. Brandt works it up that right side. Now cross ice pass. Brunhuber holds up in the corner and rings it around to the far side. Mueller greets it there. Had to absorb a check though. A flip to neutral ice. Knocked down there by Zimmerman. Straubing regrouping in their own zone once more. Still no official shots on goal, just dump-ins handled by goalies, and that's about it. Icing the call on the play with 11:44 left to go in the opening period.
Well, two things here, Blake. If you're Straubing, I think this is perfect. This is what you want.
Shortening the game.
You want to just try to lull Pardubice to sleep. On the other side, isn't this kind of what we've seen from Pardubice through 2 games? You know, they've only got 2 goals in regulation each game. They look like they've got a lot of pizzazz. They look like they're going to create something, and then it just hasn't been there. You know, there is a couple of shifts where they've had the puck down low at least 30, 35 seconds, and nothing to show for it.
Ball of the shot loose in the slot there. Everybody reaching for it. Finally, Straubing able to clear down the ice. And we stand corrected. Those couple of dump-ins on Zane McIntyre now going down as shots on goal. So he's got 2 saves. Good for Zane McIntyre.
Just no shots within 65 feet.
Correct. Connolly over the line. Dropping for Szymanski. High slot there, and that one. Pretty legitimate. And a blocker save by Roman Viel. We'll give him a save for sure, but it's still scoreless here in Davos.
I have water in here?
Yes, I do. Good. I'd be tempted to get a Pardubice too if I liked the way they played one. Back inside the ice stadium here in Davos, scoreless in this quarterfinal matchup. Pardubice and Straubing going toe-to-toe. And right now it's a couple of fighters right in the middle of the ring and dancing around each other right now. Not a lot of blows.
Yeah, a lot of jabs and a lot of block punches right now.
Nobody on the ropes. Back below the Pardubice goal line. Rakos takes that at the blue. I mishandled it. Chance for Justin Scott to wheel in the neutral zone. Off the boards. He'll have to go get it himself. Nearly able to peel it free. Radil. Back behind the goal. Played forward by Musil. Still loose at the blue line. And with one hand onto the left side for Rakos. Into the slot. Tereznak stopped by McIntyre. And a penalty coming up here against Straubing. And a little bit of danger is all it took for that first penalty to occur.
That was Robert Kusal who had to one-hand that out to the wing. And then the puck eventually came right out to Peter Tereznak, coming right down the middle of the ice. McIntyre stood tall right here, did not flinch, took it off the shoulder, eventually able to corral it off the shot from Tereznak. Nelson Nogier going to the box.
Pardubice goes to work on the power play. Radil in the circle. Save made. Rebound was there. Schmeichel couldn't tuck it home. Behind the goal, Schmeichel puts it into the corner. Sedlak giving chase, but a nice clear down the ice on the backhand by Justin Braun. Tereznak out of his own zone. Cross center, lost it to Radil. Catches Sedlak in flight across the blue line. Sedlak around for Radil. Didn't catch that cleanly, but it's a weak clearing attempt. Count onto it into the corner for Sedlak. Past Radil to Tereznak. Tereznak gets that across and now gets it back. Radil. Loose pass. Tereznak just gets it away. And Count is wide. Tereznak to Count. Blocked again. Radil setting up Tereznak. Gets it back. Radil feeds the slot area off a skate and then the side of the net. Sedlak fighting for it. Radil back to the point for Tereznak. Floats one on goal. It's there in the midair. And Sedlak tried to bat it home, but McIntyre makes the save and holds on as the jousting starts at the edge of the crease.
Now Yuri Schmeichel making his presence known. Terrific movement from Pardubice. You can see the puck float up into the air for just a moment. Sedlak tries to whack it out of the air and can't. Gives a couple of shots to Samuelsson. Takes one as well. You see two swing and misses from Pardubice there, looking for a tip. Schmeichel and Sedlak can't find it. McIntyre does.
Polacek in to take the draw. Kosal to his right, and Kellerman to his left. Kosal gives chase there on the end boards. Straubing under pressure, picked up there for a second by Polacek. Kellerman now into the corner. He's swatted away somebody's stick. Now a chance in tight. Save made by McIntyre as Kosal had the pass to the edge of the crease and nearly tapped in.
Well, that looked like a remarkable save as the right pad from McIntyre came out of nowhere.
Kosal in again. Polacek ran into him, created the loose puck, and Straubing is away. Waning moments here of the penalty kill for Straubing. And Roman Veal forced to make a late save here on the penalty kill. And well done for Straubing as they're back to even strength.
Well, here's Husal looking backdoor. Kellerman robbed by McIntyre, and then Brunhuber doing a good job as time ticks off the penalty, protecting the puck, making sure it gets in deep and onto the belly of Roman Veal.
Szymanski wins the draw right back to Samuelson. Zimmerman lost it for a moment. To the other wing for Braun. McKenzie couldn't come up with the puck. Flipped over top of Zimmerman. Streaking down the right side is Vondracek, and just lost the puck as he drove towards the net. Down the boards, Lepon didn't know the pass was there into his skates. Rakos takes over. Crowd coming alive here, cheering on the action. That pass doesn't connect. It's an icing call against Dynamo Pardubice.
Well, we'll see if the emotions we saw in between that last stoppage in play ramp up again. Seemingly been the case in each of the games so far. Collision there from Skylar McKenzie, finishing his check.
And it's something to take on the size here of Pardubice. Far and away the biggest team at the tournament. Mueller takes the shot. Veal blocked that away. Sedlak taken down, and another penalty coming up to Straubing. And we'll see if that's a high sticking penalty. When we come back, still scoreless in Davos. The hooker or high stick, you see?
He just pushed him. I didn't like the penalty whatsoever.
No, but then I saw Sedlak reach for his face, so.
Yeah, but did you see Sedlak when they were after that? He gives Samuelson a shot.
Yeah.
Samuelson gives it. Oh,
yeah.
Like.
No, he's a diver.
So painful.
We've seen it in the tournament.
Yeah, like so painful. You just give it.
Shots now 6-3 in favor of Pardubice, and to the power play, the Czech side goes against the Straubing Tigers, and a chance to open this game up just a little bit here. Radil takes the shot. McIntyre, the right pad save. Martin Kaut at the half wall. Flipping that forward to Smakel, didn't quite get to him. Sedlak throws that to the open wing. Radil peels it off the boards. Flipping that to Sedlak. The pass wasn't a good one. And now Mike Connolly could get it all alone. Short-handed. Scores! Calgary's Mike Connolly gets Straubing on the board. It's 1-0 for the Tigers.
What a terrific individual effort from the 10-year Straubing veteran. As you mentioned, Calgary native. He reads the play here, jumps on the puck, and then it's off to the races. He feels pressure coming on the right side, picks his spot, and watch where this goes. Boom, right upstairs where the crossbar meets the post. Jubilation from Mike Connolly, and another shorthanded goal in this year's Spengler Cup.
far outweighing the power play markers. It's really quite remarkable here. 7:19 left in the first period as that goal goes in. And Pardubice continues, remember, on the power play here. And still has a lot of time to work here on the power play. Second unit comes out. Kellerman thought he was getting that puck. Pavlovic then puts it behind the goal. Back to Pavlovic. Was on the backhand. Borel to Kellerman. Out of the corner. Just gets to Borel now. Bosal waiting for the pass from Pavlovic. Tied up though. Squirts free, but right onto the stick of Szymanski. 1v3, he'll peel back and waste some more time. Smartly back to Straubing's own zone, and well under a minute remaining here. And a blown shot as Samuelson's stick breaks. Count denied by McIntyre.
Wow, what a turn of events. Straubing had all the time in the world. Samuelson tried to slap it down the ice. He broke his stick. Pardubice a chance the other way, and what a one-time from Kaut. Turned aside from McIntyre.
Said like ahead of the play, it's offside.
Get a look here. Samuelson stick explodes. And so a quick transition the other way from Pardubice ends up on the stick of 61. The Straubing netminder says, not right now.
You wonder if it was broken already. Like, had he just flipped the puck down the ice, maybe he would have been fine. Just outside the Straubing zone. Won by the Tigers, and it'll be another clear. Great shot from Kaut. Pretty much all that we've seen here on this power play. They'll have to hurry to get anything more. Kaut breaking down the middle. It's Sedlak now on the left side. Behind the goal, Sedlak to Radil, top of the circle. On goal, tipped wide. And now a chance for Mueller to hold on to it. Straubing at even strength once more. And it's 5-on-5 as icing is the call with 5.5 remaining here in the first period.
Well, two really solid kills, punctuated by this shorthanded goal from Mike Connolly, screaming down the left wing, right up over the glove of Roman Veal. And the captain gets his side on the board first.
Face-off win from Dracek to the point, gets it back now in the corner. Out front, Rakos tried to pull the trigger through his legs and down the ice. Veal leaves that for Hudek. Rakos, sidestep into check. Right up the gut, and a nice pass to Vondracek on the right side. Vondracek holds up in the corner. To the point, Hudek towards goal. Left pad save. There was traffic in front as well, as Montat was there to pick up any rebound. But no harm done for Straubing. Lepon tips it in deep. Szymanski's onto it. Has Lepon with him. Rung around, will it get intercepted? Montat tripped up. Grant doesn't get a penalty. But Straubing can't hold on to the puck in the offensive zone. Herchik down the right side. 1 versus 3. Comes away empty-handed. Chopped back in by Straubing. Bouncing puck will reach the end wall. McKenzie bodied. Couldn't make a play. Herchik gives it away though. Straubing now on the forecheck. Skylar McKenzie causing havoc there in the corner. Puck is free to be won. To the point, Zimmerman. Cross ice pass. Nogier gives it back to Zimmerman. And this is dangerous. Down the ice it goes. In on McIntyre, makes the save. Pavlovic denied. And here come the Tigers once more. Into the corner, Mueller. Ties it up for a moment. Green going to the bench for a change, so fresh legs are coming in here and kept alive by Nogier, who had just replaced Green. Still in the zone for Straubing. There's Nogier in the corner. Nice feed. Samuelson's all alone. Goes down low. Brunhuber Back to the point, Noje, loose puck in the slot. Nobody could jump on it and get a shot away. Sent down the ice.
A couple really good pushes from Straubing. Looking to establish that point shot, having trouble getting it through. But some strong attack zone time from the German side.
Off St. Denis's skate, but kept alive by Lear. Back behind the goal. Leonhardt taken down, no call. Brandt taken down in the corner. Leonhardt comes in to help. Stripped. And Pardubice is away. Rodil across the line. Has Sedlak going hard towards the net. Doesn't get the pass. Leonhardt sends it to the point, but not out. Teresnak holds it in. Hayek for Rodil. Turning at the circle. Floated on goal on the backhand there by Hayek. Teresnak now on that backhand. Kosol. Rodil gets it back. One-timers there, tipped wide. Teresnak giving chase. Partial change here on the fly for Pardubice. Rakos scores! Right off the bench, into the play, and into the back of the net. It's 1-1 here in the first.
Well, we saw a terrific shot off the stick of Mike Connolly for the opening goal. This one might be better in the exact same spot. You mentioned it, Rakos coming off the bench on a line change, heads up play from Robert Kusal to pick him out, and then just sings one up over McIntyre. And he knows as soon as it got past the shoulder that it was going in. What a release to even the score at 1.
And you see the emotion. Everything heightened here in the quarterfinal. Vondracek right off the draw going to work. Polacek muscling his way through the slot, nearly able to get a shot away. And another penalty coming up, a hooking call. And Polacek knows it's him to blame. Straubing will get its chance on the power play.
Yeah, just guilty of getting his stick onto the hands of the Straubing defender going back for the puck. That's a tough penalty to take, especially after you've just scored the tying goal. You can see stick get in onto the hands of Justin Braun. And as we are down below 2 minutes in this opening period, Straubing to the man advantage.
Those 10 seconds right off of the face-off following the goal, they were flying again, and then they take themselves or put themselves onto the penalty kill. Green to Connolly. And a tip down the ice. Straubing forced to regroup. Back behind their own goal. Green again. The drop pass is there. Under 2 minutes to play here in the period. Pretty much in sync with the power play clock. And again, pass near the blue line is tipped down the ice. This time it was the goal scorer, Rakos.
Just a little complacent. Terrific time and space and forcing passes.
Connolly, drop pass is there. Connolly nearly able to jump on the puck again there by the slot area. But nothing doing for that first unit. Already changing things up with just over a minute to go in both the period and the power play. 1-1 game here in Davos. Winner goes on to meet Canada in the semifinal. Striking down the left side. Szymanski curls, drags, shot doesn't get through, and a quick clear by Hayek right into the official, who's certainly in pain. Gonna keep going here though. Szymanski to Brandt. Fakes the shot over to Samuelson. Samuelson sets up Brandt. Cross ice pass, picked off. Not out of the zone though. Sedlak couldn't clear. Brandt again. Samuelson, the shot, tipped wide. Szymanski controls. Nice pass out front to Samuelson, but bouncing puck, and down the ice it goes. McIntyre out to play it. Perhaps one last foray up the ice here for Straubing. They'll have to hurry. Justin Scott across the line. Scott with the drop pass to the blue line, kept in the zone, but time will expire here on the period. Few seconds carrying over. A nice effort from both sides. It's knotted at 1 after 20 minutes.
Well, it took a while for this game to pick up some speed, maybe a little bit of a feeling out period, but since the 10-minute mark on, both teams had their legs under them. They were going. Mike Connolly, a terrific shorthanded goal to get Straubing on the board, and then an almost identical shot off the stick of Rakos to even it up at 1. Nothing doing on the latest power play from Straubing.
Jonathan Huberto's got 12 points in December. Last year in December, he had 1.
The Flames been winning any games?
Well, it seems like they were winning more early, but I don't know, I've kind of lost track here since I've been here. Oh, well, a couple. The last 10, 5, yeah, 2 losses in 10.
2 in a row.
At this point, I just hope Szymanski doesn't untuck his jersey, because now he's just the guy that doesn't have the tucked-in jersey, so just be consistent.
He actually has some good flashes out there.
No, he's better today. Yeah, don't mind him today. Look at this drone shot.
So good.
Like, I know I'm biased now because I'm working this, but I've just got a tweet from somebody. In my opinion, Spengler's better than World Juniors. And I don't know, because there's a more consistent culture. Like, the World Juniors is fun, a lot of traveling fans and all that, but this, you know what you're getting into.
For sure.
Like, it differs, World Juniors differs year to year.
For sure. Yeah, that's a good point.
Aw, Muffin.
Three seconds on the PP.
Who got picked off? Which of the refs? Do you remember? Was it 61? Or is it Lumley? He's grabbing his arm. Must be him.
There you go. Yeah, I think it was him.
The Bison. Are you? Nobody cashed in, did they? Try anybody hit Connolly? No.
What's going on with the goal line there in the net?
The double line? Yeah.
But have we seen that yet? We haven't.
It's been there, yep.
It has been there?
Yep,
The whole time?
yep.
Oh, okay.
I noticed it. Maybe it prevents that parallax view, you know? I don't know.
I guess if it's touching the other side,
Yeah.
you know it's over.
Yeah, if it's the width. "40 minutes to go here in Davos." And you heard Mike Connolly after 20 minutes. They hit to feel this thing out a little bit, find out what exactly they were dealing with in Pardubice. And you wonder now, do things open up here a little bit? We saw those opening 5 minutes were interesting.
I would expect they would. And, it's only natural. You got two teams that don't know each other very, very well. Straubing now goes into the dressing room and goes, hey, we can compete with these guys. Look what we did. So I would expect to see maybe a little bit more playmaking, maybe a little bit more patience, not just trying to dump it away, get it out of harm's way, but actually try to set some plays. And really the same goes for Pardubice.
Power play set to expire here as soon as the puck drops. So we will be 5-on-5 as of right now. Polacek jumping onto the ice, blocking the pass there, but Lepon is away across the blue line. Tries a shot from distance. Ville turns it aside. Polacek, pass picked off for a moment. A bounding puck back to the Straubing line. Lepon turns. Another shot from distance. Ville handles it. and refuses to let go, so the whistle goes 26 seconds into the period.
Well, a couple of perimeter shots from J.C. Lepon there, directed toward Roman Ville's way, and that's fine, right? You get shots to the net. Might just be if you don't have the speed to go and get your own dump in, put it on net, see what happens from there.
Allows the offensive zone face-off, too, where anything can happen. We'll try to drag that one back. Scrambly, though. Scott couldn't win that back cleanly. Still up for grabs now, though. And out of the scrum comes Straubing. Shot from the point, well high and wide. Big rebound on these lively end boards. Down the ice from Pardubice, and it is icing. They'll get that offensive zone face-off again, will Straubing.
There's a look at Lucas Radil. Scored a big goal in the opening game for Pardubice. Looking to see if he can keep the management and coach happy, maybe put another one in.
Stick. Your turn. Stick.
Scott in to take the draw, and still tied up there by Rakos. Zaboral over to Dvorak beyond his reach. Noje brings it around the far side. It's going to be too far to get, though, for Dashner. Back in by Straubing. Lots of room for Pardubice. Kosal, one hand shovel to center. Tigers take over. Bank pass intercepted by Kosal. Lear with an active stick prevents that from getting to Vondracek. And Straubing out of the corner. Pressure's there. Vala kept it for a moment. Sent back in by Pardubice. They're onside. Noje under pressure. But he gets the pass away up the left side for Lear. Dropped it at the blue line. Nobody was there. Vondracek couldn't connect on his pass. Back and forth they go. Dashner into the middle. Intercepted again. Given away, and Straubing has a chance here. Green wires his shot. Veal makes the save. Nobody knows where the puck is. Must have gone up over the glass and out of play, and it did indeed.
Well, a couple of broken plays there off sticks of the Straubing Tigers. Eventually ended up right back onto Alex Green, but you can see an errant pass through the slot. Vondracek can't get a hold of it. Here's Green waiting to get some traffic in front. Looked like it might have gone off Roman Veal's shoulder. Nonetheless, up off the netting and a face-off deep in Pardubice's territory.
Samuelson, right point, blocked in front by Smekel. Onto the right side. Pokobrovsky's way offside, but just dragged his leg in time. Smekel onto the boards. Can't get there in time. Musil pinching in. Mueller gave it away for a moment, but the bank pass to Brunhuber doesn't connect either. Across the line, Pokobrovsky. Smekel trying to catch up to it, won't. Swatted down the boards by Straubing. Skylar McKenzie can't receive the pass. So we thought it might loosen up a little bit. This is very loose. And that looked like a tripping call, completely uncalled as Pokobrovsky gets away with it.
Yeah, you're almost just waiting for one team to take the bull by the horns here. Just a little bit of slop at each ends.
Room is there, but nobody doing much with it. And now a possible break. And Kellerman couldn't quite break free. Sedlak throws one towards goal. Stolen before it gets there. Sedlak, Kellerman scores! Loose pucks all around. One quick pass from Sedlak and Kellerman buries it. It's 2-1 Pardubice.
Well, you kind of just got the sense if someone could complete three passes in a row, they might be able to create something. Sedlak throws it on net, nothing doing there. Martin Cote with a good forecheck, gives it back to Sedlak. You can see Kellerman release from the front of the net, open up to get into a shooting position. And he puts it short side past McIntyre, maybe through a little bit of a screen there, but a good job from Cote. Quick puck movement to Sedlak, who immediately puts it right onto the stick of Kellerman, who's been very, very quiet on that top line in this tournament. So maybe that'll give a little boost.
Lepon, high and hard off the end glass. Stolen back by Straubing. Just hit the top of the glass, not into the netting. Connolly had a second chance at it, couldn't steal. Justin Braun back with it for Straubing. Braun to Connolly. Tried to sweep it in deep, couldn't. And that one bounces over the stick of Szymanski, but he retrieves again. And now the heavy forecheck from Pardubice, hitting back Straubing a little bit. There's an outlet pass, Szymanski onto it in deep. And what a robbery from Roman Veal, a second chance in front. And he can't get across to get the shot away. Tremendous opportunity for Straubing, and Fleischer just couldn't bury it. Now a wraparound. Fleischer again has that go through his skates. Back to the point. Shot doesn't get through. Fleischer trying to dig it free. Fleischer snake bitten on the shift, all around it, but can't get the shot away. Back the other way they go. Mandat curls, top of the circle. Drop pass is there. Hayek takes the shot, fought off by McIntyre. Perchik separated from the puck, flipped to the blue line. Back in by Pardubice. Now with the 2-1 lead. It's a good shift by Straubing, but couldn't bury it. Roman Veal looking as good as he was in game number 1 there. Diving play. Leonard couldn't make much of it. Chance to get it back from Nogier, but he's under pressure again. Kellerman in, the pass across too high for Schmeichel to bury it. Leonard pushed off the puck at center. Kellerman again. Half break. Stops. Count. Just wide. Loose puck in the corner. Pardubice has wind under the wings here. Hudek the shot tipped on goal, and McIntyre holds on to slow it down in the Straubing end. Candidly, we've been mildly critical, the pair of us, of Milos Kellerman. Well, my goodness, the last 2 minutes, it's all Kellerman.
That's amazing what a goal does for your confidence and for your legs, as suddenly he's got some speed. But let's go back to this incredible save from Veal, stretching out almost the full splits on Fleischer. It was a terrific breakout pass from Brandt, and then Nogier a little too complacent in his own zone. He gets his pocket picked. That was Kellerman trying to find Schmeichel just over his stick. And then things kicked off a little bit from there. But after that goal from Kellerman, Pardubice on a roll.
The fans are on a roll too, as there's a discussion at the bench with Tom Pokel.
Short warning to the bench.
Clearly unhappy with something. Just heard a little blurb there from the official. Didn't quite make it out. Rakos wins the draw straight back. Dvorak a chance to throw it towards goal. Nobody there to tip it. Cheresnak puts it in deep. Gosal back to Cheresnak. Shot is blocked. Dvorak picks it up at center. Cheresnak to Kosal. Rodil trying to provide a decoy with the stick slap. Nothing doing, but chance for Pardubice to get it back. Rakos can't win that physical battle. Sent in deep by Straubing. No icing. Dvorak back to pick it up. Backhanded all the way through neutral ice. Looked like Straubing had a chance, and that's why icing is waved off. McIntyre. Some trickery. Bought his team some time. And here goes Marcel Brandt with the drop pass. Braun now on the right side. Szymanski going towards the net. He's there at the side of the goal and covered up by Roman Veal. 2-1 Pardubice leads here in the second period.
The crowd was loving something there.
It was just kiss cam, an old couple refusing to kiss, and then they finally did. Yes, indeed.
How about that pass from Brandt? Like, just kind of so unassuming, and then just...
Yeah. Shots on goal in the second period, 4-3 in favor of Straubing, which is notable because they only had 4 shots in the entire first period. They've had some pushback. There's been some dominant shifts from Pardubice too, though.
Well, we expected the game to open up a little bit here in the second, and that's exactly what has happened.
LaPon puts that behind the goal. Nobody there. Picked up by Zboril, wheeling through the neutral zone. Lots of speed. Zboril now in the corner. Had some space to make a play. Now he's taking down to his knees. Straubing couldn't take advantage, though. 2-on-2 across the line. Connolly thought he had Braun with him. He'd peeled off on the play, so Connolly has to retrieve again back in his own zone. Dangerous pass, but got to Braun. LaPon to Szymanski. On the backhand, chips and chases, but he's all alone. Sedlak able to make a play to get out. Schmeichel giving chase. Got to the end wall, couldn't come up with the puck. Nogier with the quick pass. Now onto the open wing, it's Connolly. First period goal scorer. Connolly again at the circle, trying to go to the open wing. Now there's the shot just wide of the post, loose in front, and Scott couldn't pounce on it. Backhanded out of the zone by Pardubice. Nogier there tying up the puck again. Given away by Hida. Kellerman, again it's Kellerman. One-man wrecking crew here for Pardubice. Fresh recruits off the bench, it's Sedlak. Sedlak on the backhand into the blue paint. Scott is there to clear it away. Skates it out of harm's way, but there's a penalty coming up here against Straubing. An interference call.
It's going to be coincidental. One's a holding the stick and the other interference.
Dashner for the interference and a holding the stick on Kellerman. But my goodness, he has been a beast.
I mean, we have not seen him skate this fast for the first 2 games. He is absolute flying, creates a turnover. And then right after that, Sedlak came off the bench with a head of steam too, as you see the penalty take place in front. Hey, at the other end, I mean, Straubing's getting chances. You know, they're just not quite being able to get over the hump, but they're getting opportunities. They're getting puck in scoring positions. They've just got to take the next step and get it on net.
Teresnak to the point. That was a double tip. And McIntyre able to make the stop. Up the near side boards. Braun flips that to center ice. St. Denis trying to squeeze past Hayek. He can't. Behind the goal. St. Denis all alone. Mishandled it at first and then couldn't get the backhand to work. Braun goes behind the goal with it. Brandt sends it right back below the goal line. Braun's on a bit of an adventure away from his post. Creates a turnover. Braun sets up Leonhardt. Wide of the goal on a tip. Leonhardt comes away with it. Back below the goal line. Charging in front. Braun! Right there on the doorstep. It looked like he might have tucked it in. Thanks to Taylor Lear helping him out with the pass, but the call on the ice is no goal.
Perfect. Okay, step out, step out.
Well, that was incredible. There must have been about 6 or 7 bodies in the blue paint. A real nice power move here. Lear gets pushed into his own goalie, and then Roman Ville hangs on. You can see the puck at his toe. Hayek puts Lear into his own netminder, so nothing doing there from a Straubing perspective. Braun gets a whack at it. And how about the strength of the core?
What a seal.
From Roman Ville to hold his left pad up against the post there. That's impressive.
Justin Braun decided he was right wing on that shift. He was in deep and all around the net and almost able to poach a goal.
Well,
now they'll confer.
But there is no orange light.
I have no goal on the ice.
We should review it. We should be able to make sure that that's a good call. Yeah. Let's go. We'll make sure.
Yep.
There you go. No goal on the ice, they said, but they also said, we'll make sure. So into the cave they go.
Might as well make sure.
Again, Mark Lemon, the former NHL referee, part of this conference with Misha Hibaisen. We'll listen in here and see what they see. Our thought was that it stayed out.
Call on the ice. No goal.
Okay.
Havarie. Benny, kannst du einspielen? Wir sehen nichts. Ja.
We don't really see anything on that one.
It was here.
It was
yeah.
there, but I don't see anything conclusive. Looks like that's the best angle if it can zoom, but we still can't see the puck under the bodies. Is there any chance to zoom that one?
We have nothing here. You cannot see the puck here.
Let's just let it run through all the angles just to make sure that. I got no goal, Sasha.
Here. In goal.
We got the in the net cam now,
Here's
which is good.
That was chucked me right here, but I have no goal yet.
He's got the skate up against the post, It moves slightly, but I don't think enough for the puck to cross the line. No goal.
It's not conclusive.
Thank
No
you.
goal.
Thanks, Sasha.
There you go. They're happy with their on-ice judgment. And they had great position in real time. They were right on top of the play. They wanted to make sure. They told the Straubing Tigers that they would do so. And good looks, too, from the camera. Well done by technology.
Real good looks there, and I just want to go back to Roman Veal again and the strength, the core strength that you have to hug your left leg when you're already in a prone position up against the post there, and you've got 200 pounds Justin Braun taking a whack at it to try to stuff it in, and you keep it out.
Face off to the left of Veal. Won by Pardubice. High clear. Knocked down by Samuelson. It's loose. And swatted in to the offensive zone here by Straubing. Only briefly, though. Martin Kaut down the right side. Off the glass and out of play. Should take the face-off out of the zone. Well, we're bringing it back in.
You see a strong collision there. Tim Brunhuber taking out Lucas Sedlak, who's been involved much of the play here this afternoon.
.11:17 to go in the second period. Face-off win for Polacek. Back to the right point. Down low for Vondracek. Did well to position himself for that puck. Now drops, looking for Schmeichel, who seals the wall. Kicks that forward to Vondracek. That is loose straight up the slot. Nobody there in red. And Mondat has to come back to center to pick it up. McIntyre comes out to play the puck. Risky pass, but that is tape to tape, isn't it? This one is not. Lepon couldn't reach for it. Tipped in by Brandt, but not deep. Mondat spins away from the check. Trying to get it deep. Stolen by Straubing. But no pass there. Vala gives it away. Fleischer is in. Fleischer takes a shot off a stick and into the netting. With 10:24 on the clock here, Pardubice holding on to their 2-1 lead.
Now, if you recall earlier this period, it was Tim Fleischer with the best opportunity Straubing has had. Backdoor robbed by the netminder. He was looking for maybe a little bit of redemption. Deflected up and over.
And Fleischer in to take the draw now.
Let him go, let him go.
Back for Noje. Off a body. Fleischer is there. Couldn't get a shot away. Brandt flipping that over to the left side. Kept in. Scott with a penalty coming up here on the play. And we'll see who that's against. Looks like it'll send Straubing to the power play. No, pardon me, it's Noje headed to the box. And another man advantage coming for Pardubice.
Yeah, you could see a tough call for Noje. He was down deep, and he's just looking to get back to his point. And as he's skating back, he collides with a check forward. Check forward goes down rather easily. Noje is going to sit for 2 or less, but a tough call.
Big moment, and we didn't anticipate this would be a high-scoring game, so a third goal here would seem like a large mountain to climb. That's a big face-off win and collection by Mike Connolly. What does he do with the puck here? He put it back in, and perhaps there was a tip, but that shouldn't have been offside if Connolly put it back in. So see where they bring the face-off. They're content to have that outside the zone.
Your turn.
Brunhuber can't win that one. Count was the lone man back. He and Cheresnak will exchange the puck. Drop pass to Sedlak. To Count, full head of steam, gains the zone, takes the shot, big rebound. Schmeichel had a shot and McIntyre turns it aside. Schmeichel still has it behind the goal. Sedlak digging forward as well. To the far boards, Cheresnak. Couts open at the left point. They decide to keep it on the right side. Cheresnak to Count. Didn't miss the far post by much. And Radil unable to catch up to it. Count. Holds onto the puck himself, just no room. Turns back once. Now the pass is an errant one. And sent down the ice by Straubing. Good work there by Brunhuber. Zboril as the second unit comes out for Pardubice. Kosal off the end wall. Picked up there by Kellerman. And play blown down again into the netting.
Well, a couple of good looks early on. There's Kaut racing down the wing, and then the rebound kicked out to Schmeichel, and you can see McIntyre did not have a lot of time to get across. It was actually great wood on the shot from Schmeichel as it was from his forehand. Not an easy one time at all. Those are the best 2 chances in the opening minute and a half.
Count is right back out there. There he is with the puck now. No rest for him. Thought about a shot. There it is. The pad save. Kellerman can't tuck it in. Cross ice pass is there. Zboril for Count. Count looking past now. Schmeichel can't pull the trigger. Jumps over his stick. It's down the ice for Straubing, and that will do it as the man advantage comes to an end now for Pardubice.
A couple of fabulous looks for Schmeichel. He's been out of the lineup the last few days. You just wonder if maybe a little bit of rust as he was not able to put it home.
Turned over. Straubing, another opportunity. Veal with the poke check. Robbing Skylar McKenzie. And they're doing it at both ends right now, Pardubice. Dominating the puck, at least offensively, and Roman Veal coming up with the saves when they need them. Hard hit there on the far wall. There for Dvorak and Musil. Neither can come up with it. Justin Scott sweeps in and steals it back. Alex Green tried a one-timer off the wall, didn't work. Has it back now. Under 8 to play in the second period. Down the ice it goes. Chance to get out for Pardubice, just through neutral ice though. Brandt spinning away from Count. A whirling dervish is Marcel Brandt trying to fight off the much larger Count. Picked his pocket, and now Sedlak is away down the right side. Has Kellerman going towards the net. There's the pass through a maze of bodies, and McIntyre forced to cover up and make the save. 2-1 Pardubice leads, under 7 to play in Davos. Okay.
Milos.
Another. My goodness.
Yeah, you could have called the penalty there, I think. You dive and you whap your stick right on across his waist.
Yeah, I thought there might be, actually. Skylar McKenzie's been busy.
Yeah, he's
doing his best.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
Yeah, that one may vindicate.
Blake Price and Kent Simpson here at the 2024 Spengler Cup in Davos. A fabulous quarterfinal game between Pardubice and the Straubing Tigers from the German league. The Czech side on top, 2-1 right now. The chances are intermittent for Straubing, but boy, they're pretty glorious when they get them.
You hit the nail on the head. A lot of point-blank opportunities for Straubing when they get them, but yes, they have been a little bit few and far between.
Kellerman creates the turnover, and Sedlak denied by McIntyre. And it's Kellerman again creating opportunities. He's onto it again in the corner. Sedlak. Stolen off his stick. Brandt, with his agility, able to steal the puck. And a saucer pass knocked down. Radil got the pass away. The shot is there by Schmeichel. Or pardon me, it's Kosal.
McIntyre, I think, lost a strap on his helmet here. You saw him immediately wave to his to the referee once he took that shot. So I think that's why it got blown down. You know, you take the good and the bad with Marcel Brandt. Just a little bit too complacent in his own zone right here. Tries to throw a little sauce up the middle, and then, oh boy, picked out of midair. And then here's the shot right here that gets McIntyre up high. Knocks a strap off. Motions to the referee for a whistle.
McIntyre has been good in this one, a save percentage of 91.3. 21 saves on the 23 shots. Finally squirts loose off the draw, and Hudek didn't miss by much. Right point now, and Tereznak wires it wide. Hudek back to pick up the Kareen all the way back to the Pardubice end. Knocked down again by Hudek. Advanced up the wall. Tereznak a little bit further, and now into the Straubing end. Bolsalt couldn't come up with it. Landart started them in the right way, off the skates of Nogier. And that'll be icing against the German side. 5:44 to go in the second period.
Well, you just get the sense, Blake, that, you know, if Pardubice is able to get another one, that might be just too big of a hill to climb for Straubing. But on the other sense, if Straubing can somehow hang around and keep hanging around into the third period at a one-goal game, well, you never know what could happen in that final stanza.
Kellerman with Nogier right on top of him. Those two big bodies going up against the boards. Kellerman out of the corner. Tries to go short side on McIntyre. He seals the post. Given away again, this time to Kaut. Kaut winding. That shot well wide. Dvorak. Sedlak. Cross-ice pass and another denial from Zane McIntyre. An all-world save and another one from Kaut. Zane McIntyre keeping Straubing in it. Herchik. Another chance. There's the shot. It's blocked again. Dvorak. It's a shooting gallery here for Pardubice. But Zane McIntyre isn't letting anything in. Herchik battling for the puck again. To the blue line, and now Lee are able to skate it to safety and dumps it in. What a performance here in the second by Zane McIntyre.
Just a barrage of shots and pressure. Straubing having trouble releasing it. Pardubice feeling it right now.
Brunhuber lost it. There's the pickup from Green. He couldn't peel the puck free. And now down the left side, Radil. Drops it into the end boards. Coming in there was Herchik. Puck battle there. Rakos peels it free to the blue line. Zaboral cross ice pass. Cheresnak has his shot blocked. Radil out of the corner. Saucer to the blue line. Mishandled there by Straubing and through the top of the crease from Kosal. Radil cycling for Kosal on that far corner. Back to Radil. No, off the bench, pardon me. It's Vondracek. Vondracek tries a pass out front. Jamming away at the side of the goal. Polacek was an offensive zone full change for Pardubice. Mondat waiting for the puck to be squeezed free. Finally, it's blown down. And there's a lot of talk about whose fault that was.
Straubing just begging for a whistle. How about this save on the pass across from McIntyre? Absolutely robbing Herchik. And you mentioned it, I mean, he has been absolutely incredible, especially here in the second period. You can see the battle behind the net here, culminating with Green going down to his knees, begging and pleading for a whistle. Finally gets it from the referee.
Top line back out for Pardubice. Shot right off the draw. That didn't miss by much. To the left point. Kept in by Vala. Kaut turns away. The defender is, you see big 61 coming at you. Down the ice it goes, and it'll be icing as Justin Braun was just forced into that. Nowhere to go with 61 behind the goal.
Well, this line of Sedlak, Kaut, and Kellerman is just such a handful. Big guys, strong guys, but you add on that, they got their feet going today, and so they're getting the cycle going. They're changing spots. They're opening up shooting lanes. A handful for Straubing.
Big face-off win for Fleischer. Sedlak, though, able to make something of it. Got a shot towards McIntyre. Got it with his left pad. Down the ice it goes for Vala. Not enough for icing. Kaut to Sedlak. Tipped in. And the top line is headed off here for Pardubice. Opportunity perhaps knocking for Straubing. Justin Braun. Fleischer for Brandt. Hard off the glass onto the near side. Hida trying to come up with it. He can't. Radil spins to Kosal. And his tip not deep enough. Chance to put it back in for Straubing. Zboril has to be careful with the forecheck on here. Noje thought he could come up with it, but it's through neutral ice, and that one is given away. Radil, the shot, and McIntyre able to turn him away. Kosal to the point. The shot is there. That might have grazed off the helmet of McIntyre. Vondracek steals. Centering pass is there. Mondat couldn't make the shot on goal. Vondracek or Cheresnak from the point. And McIntyre makes the save. Drops to his knees and covers up with under 2 to play here in the period. And really, it's the Zane McIntyre show. And that's the only reason it's still 2-1.
Yeah, he is literally putting on a goaltending clinic right now against this Pardubice team. There, he doesn't even go into a butterfly. He's confident. He's square to the shooter. Radil plays it off the glove. And this last one, a bomb of a shot right on the ice down low from the top of the blue line. And McIntyre is able to hang on.
Mondat from a tough angle. And when you miss from there, it comes back to center ice as it just did there. McIntyre behind his goal. Samuelson, far boards. Lear able to advance it as far as center ice. Mondat back to pick it up quickly the other way. And you can see there is confidence in this Pardubice team. And yet at the same time, it's still 2-1. Green around the glass. Leonard can't come up with the puck. Bank pass doesn't work for Vondracek. Played back into the Straubing zone, but they'll change. Pass up to Lear, and my goodness, Scott almost in alone. And a good poke check at the last second. Shot turned away by Veal from a great distance. Scott again below the goal line. Looking for a recipient. Brandt's at the left post, or left point, pardon me. He ushers a shot towards the goal. It's tipped wide. Fleischer waiting at the right point. Puck doesn't come to him. Brandt now at center ice. Best little spell for Straubing in a while. First shot in 11 minutes, in fact, for the Tigers. Tipped in onside. All sorts of time and space, though, for Pardubice to get out of the zone. Big guys are out again, but it's the other way. J.C. Lepon, the drop pass is loose at the top of the slot for a moment. Rodil will skate that into the corner. Waning seconds of the period here. Down the ice it goes. And a promising bit of play there by Straubing, but they'll run out of time here in the period. And they might count this as a little bit of a victory. It's still just 2-1 Pardubice.
I think you're exactly right, Blake. I mean, this was all Pardubice, no doubt about it. But Straubing can hold their head up high. They're just down one shot going into the third period. They've obviously got their netminder, Zane McIntyre, to thank for that. They'll need more of him in the third, and they'll try to get the equalizer as well.
You got a winner there, Bucky. Kelman was great. Yeah. As Kent pointed out, though, he is Slovakian, so we're still 0 for on checks. Ah, okay. Perfect. Okay. Play with. Okay.
It's nice of you.
The foyer there, yeah. Yeah. Right, yep. Yep. Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know why you did that, because I'm not that hungry. I'm full of Wurst. And what time is Metropolitan? Good, usual. Good.
Well, Pardubice, if you're going to win, put 3 in here.
Yeah, certainly no overtime.
$30 to 10 shots on net. I think that the face-offs were 8-7 in favor of Straubing after the first period.
Yeah.
22-13 now in favor of Pardubice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Straubing was carrying it early. Bucky, I'm assuming they did a stats page. Did they do a after 40 stats page? Well, there's two ways this game could likely go here, Kent, and that is pure and utter domination from Dynamo Pardubice as they just eventually break through Zane McIntyre, or we're about to see one of the more stellar defensive and goaltending performances leading to a monumental upset with those shots on goal 30 to 10. Which way do you think we're headed here?
Well, from what we've seen from Pardubice so far, there's nothing to show that they're not going to continue to push and pressure, and really Straubing hasn't been able to show that they've got a whole lot of push back or capable of running the play or control of the play for several minutes at a time. So I think the X factor is going to be Zane McIntyre. If he can continue to keep his team hanging around well into the third period and you're only a shot down, well, then of course anything could happen. But if I were a betting man, I just think that Pardubice is too strong. They've shown too strong a form through 40 minutes.
Facing back off after that one jumped into the camera booth. This tournament has been cursed by the 4-second play following the start of the period. It's really unbelievable. And there's the face-off win for Szymanski. The tag up as a couple players were ahead of the play. They do so. Cheresnak behind his own goal. Musil up the boards. Bounces through to Sedlak. Kellerman giving chase. Cheresnak in the corner. Kellerman wrapping it around. McIntyre makes the save. Again, just a solo effort from Kellerman, and he had a chance to tuck that one in.
Yeah, just the sea kind of parted there as you see Brandt thought the puck was going to get past Kellerman behind the net, and then he had a lane to take it out front. McIntyre had to stay square to the post, that reverse VH position, kick it out to the far side.
Kellerman said he thought that his game was coming along there in the second game, but feeling much better here in this one, and that continues into the third period. Off the draw chance for Straubing to blow the zone. Instead it's Rodil, tough angle, throws it through the blue paint, but Pardubice still got it. Zaboral floats a shot on goal that didn't miss the post by much. Rakos maybe a tip in front. Finally Straubing able to control Hida. Gets it across the line. Dashner with it. Thought about cutting in front. Holds on to the puck. To the point, Samuelsson. Tried a shot through traffic, off a body and wide. And cleared down the ice by Koso. Samuelsson in his own zone. Leonard, little touch pass ahead, got through a player to Lear. Vala under pressure, got the pass away. Pardubice away, Hayek. Vondracek with some room, dropping for Hayek, the shot well off the mark. Vala through traffic, and just firing at will, not all of them testing Zane McIntyre, but Pardubice is still with the boatload of pressure.
And we've seen them come up the ice with such speed attacking, but as you just mentioned, not necessarily translating into a shot on net.
Pavlovic to Brodsky, again off the mark. McIntyre not even having to move here on a couple of these offerings. Musil feels the pressure from Brunhuber. Brodsky tried to slam that in deep. Picked up by Zimmerman. Down the ice. Skylar McKenzie, the lone blue jersey there in the offensive zone as the change was going. Straubing back to center ice with it. Szymanski trying to chip to himself. Hudek first to it. Dvorak bringing that puck around. Lepon too hot for Szymanski, and it's out the other side. 2-1 Pardubice leads here. A few minutes in, nearly given away to Szymanski. Connolly, cross ice passes there. Lepon can't pull the trigger. Still battling for the puck in the corner. Connolly off the half wall. There it is for Braun. Above the bar. Connolly into the corner. Lepon is still there. Lets it get through. Thought a point man was there, but there isn't anybody. And Justin Scott has to go back to retrieve.
Well, some nice pressure there from Straubing. That long look from Justin Braun. Turned aside from Roman Veal.
Dumped back in by Pardubice. Vondracek is there to it. Trying to get out of the corner. Samuelsson draped all over him. Straubing bumped off the puck again by Polacek. Blockered away by McIntyre. Hayek overskated the puck. Chance there for Fleischer. Gets it to Samuelsson. Time and space for a moment. Samuelsson patient to help with the change. Leonard dangling his way through the neutral zone. St. Dennis slashes that over to him. Good play back to the line. Lear throws that towards goal, and Veal had to be careful with it. Zimmerman below the goal line. St. Dennis is there fighting for it as well. Vala into the far corner. Green onto the open wing. Blind shot. Nothing Leonard could do with that one. And a high flipper. That one might hit the scoreboard. In fact, it does. Drops straight down into neutral ice. And they'll bring the faceoff back into the Pardubice end.
You got to look at the long shot from Saboral. Just go wide to the right of McIntyre. And, you know, we're just under 5 minutes into the period here. The best push we've seen from Straubing probably throughout the course of the whole game. So they're not going to roll over and let this one finish. They don't want their Spengler Cup to end just yet.
As you said, it is one shot away, at least for now. Here comes Sedlak to count! Off the stick of the defender and into the netting. And those active sticks preventing a lot of these shot attempts by Pardubice from getting onto Zane McIntyre. Otherwise, it could be more than the 32 shots he's faced.
Yeah, this is Marcel Brandt. We talk about his offensive capabilities, but he's such a mobile defenseman. He's able to pivot out wide, make sure his stick gets down and in a shooting lane there to turn Coates' shot aside.
67 shot attempts for Pardubice, 33 on goal. That's 22 missed and 12 blocked. Chipped in by Lepon, right onto Ville, content to concede the faceoff, and Straubing probably content with that too. Maybe a chance for a set piece play off a draw.
Yeah, I think that if you're JC Lepon, you're happy right now because we have seen Straubing have a tough time regain control of the puck when they have dumped it in. So you might have a better chance winning a faceoff. Now, all that being said, in the second period, Pardubice absolutely dominated the faceoff dot.
Szymanski, he does win the draw, back to the point, glove down there by Brandt, and then a bad touch gives it away to Kellerman. Nobody to pass to. Szymanski enters the zone again, swinging wide, passing to Connolly. Connolly in some time and space. Nice pass for Brandt. Again, can't handle it though, and Kellerman a chance to clear the zone, but cannot. Second attempt by Pardubice is stolen by Connolly, and nearly tipped in by Lepon right on the doorstep of Roman Ville, who holds on for the draw.
Well, Mike Connolly is just such a smart player. Jumps on the loose puck here. He knows that he's got Lepon going to the net, so he just fires it almost blindly there. Ville has a little bit of trouble, but right before that, we're not going to see the replay. Just terrific anticipation from Connolly, creating a turnover to keep that puck in Pardubice territory.
Fleischer in to take the draw, and it was promising start in the face-off circle for Straubing. They win a big one there. And the wraparound attempt, blue paint, they score! Justin Scott! Johnny on the spot. One shot away, there's your one shot. It's 2-2 here in Davos.
You just hang around and good things happen, and you win back-to-back faceoffs in the offensive zone. This time Nogier activates from the point, does a terrific power move on the wraparound here, and it just goes to the back door, very fortuitous. And there's Justin Scott all alone as he's able to push himself off the Pardubice defender, create a little time and space. Roman Ville has no chance. And what a remarkable turn of events here, as it's been all Pardubice pretty much all game long, but we're tied into the third period.
They're going to look at goaltender interference here. Back into the video review booth for the officials. And this could be coming back. Is it Fleischer in the blue paint?
Well, it's Fleischer in the blue paint. I think it's Rakos who's got them all tied up. So we'll depends what the referees are looking for. We'll have a listen in.
There's not much of a push, but he is on him. Yeah.
But he chose the way by himself. He's on here.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have that defenseman responsible enough for that, Sasha. I have him taking the driving the net, taking his own lane, and going in. Okay.
He
I got
too,
no
so
goal.
No goal.
Goaltender interference. Yep. No penalty. No goal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy, the evidence certainly seemed to be there, and that goal appears to be coming off the board for Straubing. High drama in Davos. Here's the call. Heartbreaking for the Straubing fans, but you hear the roar from those that have made the trip from Czechia.
Well, you heard the explanation, and he thought that Fleischer was going to the net already. Now, the only thing is we never saw this angle from the referees. And Fleischer, I think, at one point had one skate up. It's like he was trying to turn out of there. And Rakos guided him out. You know, if it was the only one they were looking at was at the overhead, I don't know if that told the whole story. I think they had access to every image for sure. But wow, what a change here.
So the Cinderella story will have to wait here for Straubing. We'll see how dejected they are after that decision. Still 2-1 Pardubice. Back the other way comes Polacek. Curl and drag. Again, that active stick. This one again from Noje. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for Pardubice.
You mentioned it, Blake. The question is, how do you respond, right? You get right back to work, try to do it again, or you complain about it. And if you do that, Pardubice will be more than happy to focus on what they need to do.
14:20 to go in the third. Just checking scores, checking start times. A couple hours away for the nightcap quarterfinal. Could be Candy Crush, who knows? Look like a hockey fan. Kaut put that in deep for Sedlak. Sedlak on the backhand. Kellerman. Jerezdak pinched in from the point. He gets caught a little bit. It's a 2-on-2 across the blue line, but now the rest of Pardubice arrives. Green is caught in deep now. St. Dennis battling for it as well. To the point. Samuelson muffed it. Might work out for Leonhardt. It does. Away from the check. Lear's behind him. Holds on to it. Forward for Green. Blocker down by Ville. Stolen again by Leonhardt. To the point. Kaut able to get it to neutral ice. And Zimmerman collects for Straubing. I keep saying on the backhand, that's because there is but 4 right shots on Pardubice.
Yeah, the left shot is king. Reminiscent of those old Soviet hockey teams.
And a turnover in deep. And a shot there by McKenzie. Tipped up over the glass and out of play. Skylar McKenzie from Sherwood Park, Alberta, has been active all night long, but it is Straubing down a goal again. Pardubice up by a score of 2-1.
That was going to be a great chance for McKenzie. The turnover right at the top of the blue line. 2-on-1 in tight. Maybe just waited a second too long, but you got to give credit to Dvorak there, the defender for Pardubice. Getting down, blocking that shot up into the netting.
You know, it's a gut punch to not get the goal if you're Straubing, but the longer that this remains, and we are in the third period here, folks, the longer it remains just a 1-goal game, you wonder if frustration begins to set in for Pardubice.
Well, that's exactly it, Blake. And to be honest, I mean, we're just about 7 minutes in. Straubing has carried the play for the most part, so there hasn't even really been a big push from Pardubice. You know, if their thought was to just kind of hang on, well, they're doing it for dear life right now. So, yes, hang around. You might get another chance like we've seen a few from Straubing here.
Shots are 3-3 in the period, so it has been even. It certainly feels even here. And just a 1-goal game after the one taken off the board for Straubing. LaPont can't curl towards the goal. Braun keeps the play alive. Szymanski battling. LaPont is there. Right pad save, I think, made by Ville. Back to the point. Brandt darting down that right side, trying to squeeze through. Vala's got him sealed, though. Brandt still with the puck. Finds Braun. There's the shot. He scores! Justin Braun! But they're going to have a look at this one, too. Is it 2-2? Braun will celebrate. But there was traffic in front again. Tom Poko's not ready to crack a smile.
You can't write a script like this. Watch number 88, Lepon. He's in the vicinity. Did he make contact with Roman Veal?
Is he in white ice or blue, though?
And interestingly, the celebration between the 5 skaters on the ice of Straubing, after they came together, they all looked towards the referee. We've not seen a single yet for
they're not going to look at
replay.
Here we go. The
And we got
goal
a
is
tie
good.
game.
2-2 in Davos. And I think Lucas Shedlack was having one last appeal to have that looked at, but the referees say play on. We're not going back in there. And what a testament to the perseverance of Straubing. But here's Shedlack from a tough angle, and McIntyre had to get over to make that save. It had eyes for the top corner.
We're going to get another look at the goal here. Terrific possession from Straubing. Braun wastes no time with that snapshot. Literally about 58 feet away. You can see the shake of the head from Roman Veal. What an effort from JC Lepon in front, creating the screen. But right before that, Marcel Brandt held on to the puck. He was able to take the puck down to the corner, came back out, got a nice little pick from Connolly. So the leaders, the veterans of this Straubing team, making their presence known.
Breakaway pass doesn't connect with Lepon, but he'll try to tie up the puck until the rest of his teammates arrive. They never do, though. Pardubice out of the zone. Kellerman leaves for Sedlak. Count in space! And a big save made by McIntyre. Catches a piece, but Kellerman going to work down low again. Loose puck, top of the slot. Lear's got to be strong on it. Kellerman lurking. Lear holds on and goes behind his net. Under 12 to play here in the third period. Green. Off the backboards. Nobody was there, really. Right back to work. Radil. Stripped of the puck in the corner. Leonard protects. But there goes Schmeichel chasing the puck, and a hard forecheck is on here from Pardubice. St. Denis. Cautious play back to his own zone, but now they're away. Big shot by Brandt as he crossed center ice, and Veal had to be strong there. Puck over the boards and into the bench with 11:15 to play here in the third period.
Well, a couple of things in this last sequence here, Blake. You see Straubing taking their time getting out of their zone as we get the long, hard shot from Brandt, but you got 2 wingers flying the zone, and now the D are left all alone in their own zone. A couple turnovers, but ultimately get it out. And Marcel Brandt, when he is on the ice, he is such a playmaker, such a difference maker. He was part of the tying goal. He was the one who just pounded that shot on from outside that created this face-off in offensive territory.
Okay, stick. All right.
Face-off won by Pardubice. Battle right at the blue line. Vondracek won it for a moment. Out squeezes through from Mondat. Vondracek is in some space in the front of the goal, but again, that shot well off the mark. Hayek cycles it back over. Vala in deep for Pardubice. McIntyre out to play the puck. Off a stick to neutral ice. McKenzie, nice pass. Cross ice. Braun is there. He's got space. Takes the shot through traffic, and Veal, you could see, struggling to get position and catch a glimpse of that puck. Zimmerman winding his way across center ice, dumps it in. He'll peel off on a change. Straubing going to work again. Different Straubing team here in the third period. Zimmerman pinching up the wall. Dangerous pass in front. Quick play. Sedlak was away, but the pass beyond his reach. Has the puck now, though, behind the goal. Sedlak taken down. No arm in the air. Just a little lean there from the Straubing player. Whipped around by Nogier. Touch pass by Sedlak, a dangerous one, but it got to Count eventually. Count 1-on-4, and I don't even mind his chances there, but he's a little gassed from the shift. He'll turn around and change. Samuelson, nice cross-ice pass. Scott drops. Fleischer trying to get it back in front. Glove down by Zboril. And he's away across center ice, pass into the middle. Radil the shot, blocker saved by McIntyre into the netting for the whistle. 9:33 to play here in the third period. 2-2 the score in this quarterfinal game. The winner faces Canada early tomorrow.
Now you can bet Canada's happy to watch this game go down to the end, as tight as it is. Get a look at the long shot from McIntyre. I'll say this, Blake, about the shots that we've seen on McIntyre, even going back into the second period, and there's been a lot of them from Pardubice, they're all just one and done. You know, there just hasn't really been that barrage of rebounds or screens or tips. Shots from the outside, they're all coming with pace. But when McIntyre sees it, he's proven he's going to stop it tonight.
Pardubice almost has as many shots on goal as total shot attempts for Straubing. That's the tilt, but you're right. Grade A opportunities. 5 alarmers. Oh, it feels pretty close. Connolly chipping that ahead. It got through to LaPon. Couldn't return the favor to Connolly, who almost stripped Smekel of the puck. Down the left side, Rakos beats the slot, and Radil tried to get that on goal, but it's into the corner. Just over 9 minutes to go. Connolly seems omnipresent out there for Straubing. Amongst their best players tonight. Tigers creeping up towards the center line. Brandt to the blue line now. Rung around, and elbow comes up high, and now the arm is in the air. It was late. They're calling it a high stick. And Vondracek didn't even protest, straight to the box. Straubing gets the man advantage with 8:45 to go in the third.
Well, you could actually hear it from hip here, the contact, the stick on the helmet, and there was a slight reaction. The crowd was quick to make the call, and the back referee was the one who had the clearer picture of it. And the plot thickens here, Blake.
Oh my goodness. Face off to the right of Ville. Lear, Scott, and Connolly are the forwards.
Don't break, they're in him. Stick.
St. Denis, a bonus forward out there. Green working the blue line. St. Denis will chase it onto the far boards. On the backhand, around to Scott. Scott lost it. He's going to have to win the puck battle to the blue line and now out. So Straubing gathers again back in their own zone. Green with the drop. St. Denis across the blue line. Trying to gain some space here. Ridden out by Busil. Lear comes in to help. 4-man scrum. Scott sees it. Long way around to Alex Green. He's got it now. Down to Scott. Lear looking for Connolly. Instead has to bank pass to Green. Green back to Lear. Lear to Green. Long shot pass. St. Denis missed the mark. Cross ice pass to St. Denis nearly worked. He'll get it again. Teeing up Green. It's behind him. Green to Lear at the circle. Shot is blocked. Glove down though by Green. Couldn't get to it. Sedlak clears.
Well, you could see the play that they were trying to set up. Straubing was looking for St. Denis. He had one good look and just couldn't get everything he wanted on it.
Change of units here for the Tigers. Brandt drops for LaPon. LaPon back to Brandt. Has Samuelson alongside him on the point. Feeds the crease. Hita and wired by Szymanski high and wide. Too hard off the end glass. Samuelson has to retrieve at center. Brandt whips it in. Hita onto it. Szymanski trying to rip it out of the scrum. Finally It comes free to Samuelson. Brandt testing Veal, still loose. LaPon couldn't find a handle and wired down the ice again. We are even strength once more with 6:34 to play in the third period. 2-2, the puck coming back into the Pardubice zone at the end of the power play here.
Well, you see the scramble here. LaPon got pushed into the net, so that I think probably would have stood had something happened there. And the puck just sat for a moment before Hida could get to it. And then Szymanski had a look and fired it about 2 feet over the net.
Fleischer reaching for it beyond his grasp. Now he's got it back down low. Hayek to Vala. High flipper. Might have to give up an icing call. And generous as there were skaters in the vicinity. Back down to the Pardubice end.
That's a couple of icings in a row from Pardubice, and so, are they starting to feel the pressure here? A game that, for the most part, they've carried. Now they're on the back foot, not being able to get the breakouts as clean as they'd like. Dumping it down just to release the pressure.
They're posting the top 5 skaters in the game here on the scoreboard inside the stadium. The top 4 of the 5 Straubing Tigers. So for all the size that we've talked about with Pardubice, the speed of Straubing might be carrying the day. It's a 2-2 game, a nail-biter here in Davos. Yeah. At 2, both of them. That's right. I remember the overtime part, but strange team. Strange team. Everything. You're right. Except I think it would be the shots would be 24-22. I'll give Pardubice credit, although some of their shots, they're just wasting the puck at that point.
Exactly.
Let's talk. 2-2 here in this Spengler Cup quarterfinal from Davos. Blake Price, Kent Simpson alongside. And I'm not going to question Václav Bouchek's game plan here, but you do wonder about all this possession, all the shots that have been from distance for Pardubice here, Kent. Are they going to regret giving those pucks away if this goes the wrong way late?
Well, you're right. I mean, we saw numerous instances where it seemed like Pardubice may be able to create something, and it's a long shot on McIntyre, and the second effort or second chance didn't quite come to fruition. So on the scoreboard, it looks good with that many chances, but they haven't had any point-blank ones, well, this period for sure.
Szymanski trying to blow through the red line there of jerseys for Pardubice. That one squeezes through. St. Denis through a couple of players. He'll get the call as the stick breaks in the legs of St. Denis. Straubing to the power play here in the late stages of the third period.
Well, Straubing's just wanted it that much more here. In the third period, see Saburo come along. It's a broken stick. It could have been his leg as well sticking out on St. Denis. Either way, he's going for tripping. And the shake of the head from the Pardubice head coach as he finds his team shorthanded once again late here in the third period. Straubing got a couple good looks a few moments ago on the man advantage. See what they can do here again.
Kudos to St. Denis, by the way, the pride of a great hockey town in Trail, British Columbia. Former Trail Smoke Eater, Penticton V. That might be a critical moment here at the Spengler Cup. Scott in to take the draw. Connolly to his left, Lear to his right. Won cleanly by Pardubice. Off the top of the boards in front of the Pardubice bench. And where are they going to bring this face-off? No face-off. Live puck here. Thought I heard a whistle. Just caught the top of the dasher, so live puck, and they continue into the zone. Lear to Connolly. Back to the point. Green waiting. Cross ice pass is there. St. Denis back out there at the circle. Connolly to Green. St. Denis back to Green. There's the shot. Loose puck in front. Green swats it down. St. Denis back to Green. Winding through, the shot from the circle blocked, and down the ice it goes. McIntyre way out to play it. Lear, quick entry. Back to Green, in some space, back into the corner for Lear. Some fresh bodies on the power play. Lear to Green. Shot is blocked, and now that escapes the zone. Straubing still with over 40 seconds remaining on the power play. They'll complete the change now. Brandt in alone. Pausing, waiting for everybody to arrive. Hida to Samuelson. Hida the shot. Lapon is there, causing traffic. Will it have enough steam to get to Samuelson? Just. Over to Szymanski. Swinging that wide for Brandt. Brandt, saucer over to Hida. Teeing up the point shot. Samuelson scores! Powers it through Roman Veal. Straubing takes the lead with 3:38 to go in the third.
Oh, it's the bomb from Philip Samuelson. Number 88, J.C. Lapon, has been all over the Pardubice net this whole period. And I think he's right there as well. But we saw terrific puck movement from Straubing, great patience, and ultimately on a platter from Hida to Samuelson. And as we said, there's 88 right there as well. But he just walked into this right through the wickets of Roman Veal. 3-2 Straubing.
What a development here in the late stages. And we'll see what Pardubice is made of here with their final push. An icing call is not going to help them. 3:28 on the clock. And as much as we're going to see what the offensive push is, we're also going to see what defensive play, preserving a lead, looks like for the Straubing Tigers.
Well, yeah, and I mean, they've got to keep going the same way they've done through the opening 17 minutes here in this third. They've been pushing it. You look at Pardubice, they just look shell-shocked right now.
Pass through everybody, and it's another icing call. Not much time coming off the clock, but just no momentum right now for the team from the Czech Extraliga.
They just don't have answers. You know, I mean, that's the fourth icing we've seen from them in probably about the last 2 or 3 minutes of 5-on-5 play. Straubing doing a good job clogging up the neutral zone. And those legs, that speed we saw from Pardubice the opening 40 minutes, they're stuck in cement right now.
Lapon appeared to get a high stick. He wants a call, but might be too much to ask at this stage. Szymanski, stick Kentley's way in. Szymanski scores! Incredible from Joshua Szymanski. 4-2 Straubing. And that might be it here in this quarterfinal.
Simply put, you got a team that wanted it more than the other, and that is the Straubing Tigers. Wow, what an effort here into the third period. Seemingly down and out, and they have just stepped up their game. Szymanski, who's shown some wonderful flashes, creates the turnover at the top of the blue line, and then what a power move, not only getting around the Pardubice defender right here past Musil, but then lowering the shoulder and taking it across the body of Veal and tucking it in for a cushion and a 2-goal lead.
Love the touch of going to the Pardubice fan corner to celebrate for Szymanski. Vondracek in some space down the right side and nearly able to pick the corner. Boy, that McIntyre blocker has been busy a lot of the night. Loves to use it clearly, and he caught that one flush again.
Caught it flush again, and Blake, just kind of the same story, just one shot and done. You know, I mean, You put it to the blocker. McIntyre ever so casually just puts that into the corner out of harm's way. There's no other red jerseys around. This one, of course, goes up and out. And with just under 3 minutes to play, Pardubice has pulled their goalie knowing that they're down 2 shots, 2 goals. They're going to need as much time as they can with the extra attacker.
Okay, so first, as
6
I
on
said,
5.
second, yeah.
For Pardubice, but a quick clear for Straubing, not getting greedy in aiming for the goal, but perfect weight on the flipper. And here comes Pardubice. Kellerman couldn't receive it cleanly. Cheresnak circles back at his own zone. To the blue line, Kellerman swings it to Sedlak along the end boards. Kellerman joins him there. Radil, and there's 4 red jerseys below the goal line. They get the puck out to Cheresnak. Cheresnak to Radil. Tried to feed the traffic off of a Straubing skate to the half wall. Cheresnak takes the shot. Loose puck right in front. It was going the opposite way of Zane McIntyre. That could have been trouble. Back down low to Cheresnak. Count the shot. Save made by McIntyre. But Count's got it again. Under 2 to play. Martin Count tried to catch him unaware and got a piece of the post just wide. Cheresnak. Radil in some space. Again, feeding the traffic, but off a body and wide. Kellerman couldn't come up with the puck. Radil gives chase, looking tired out there. To the point for Cheresnak. Radil. He and Sedlak playing catch. Cheresnak, the shot off a couple bodies. Count is there, but checked at the last second by Fleischer. Fleischer again, and sends the puck down the ice. It'll be icing against Straubing with 1:20 to play, and still the 2-goal lead. And everybody on Pardubice bent at the waist, exhausted with that extended possession.
Well, I think all 11 skaters are sucking wind. You see this puck go off the body of Braun. He was shaking his arm after that. Could not get off the ice. See him grimacing in pain right there. Pardubice is going to call their timeout, knowing that they need 2 goals to tie this. So they can't take their time off this faceoff. Like, they've got to attack and get the 3rd goal as quick as possible.
Nervous Pardubice fans wondering if there's a storied comeback in the works here. But my goodness, what a 3rd period for the Straubing Tigers. It's a stunned group, a quiet group of Pardubice players on the bench here, perhaps knowing this is just too steep. 2 goals in 80 seconds.
Tom Polko rallying his crew out there. Obviously, goes without saying, very, very important face-off. Straubing wins it. You get the clear, probably clearing off about 20 seconds. Pardubice, on the other hand, with a win, can attack the net right away.
Face-off win for Pardubice. Count to Cheresnak. Count swings it towards the goal. A quick clear down the ice. And it's not going to be icy. Justin Scott will break it. Can't wrap it around to really seal this, but wastes a few more times taking that into the corner. Count across center ice. On goal. Blockered away by McIntyre. Szymanski plays it below the goal line right to Count, though. Under a minute to go. A blown tire there on the half wall. Cheresnak can't seal it, and this should do it here. Szymanski all alone. Cycles that into the corner. Kept in by Lapon. And finally, possession back to Pardubice. Cheresnak, so tired, has to head off. But the desperation 30 seconds is ahead here for the Czech side. Hayek chips and chases. Fleischer, down the ice it goes. An icing call against Straubing, but a dejected group for Pardubice. They know their fate now. 19 seconds on the clock and a 2-goal deficit.
Now they just look shell-shocked. And quite frankly, they looked shell-shocked when the game was tied. They looked the same way when it was down 3-2. Just did not have an answer for Straubing here in the 3rd period.
Face-off win for Straubing. Run around by Samuelson. And down the ice it goes. Inside 10 seconds. Tigers more than happy to concede these icing calls. Getting that much closer to a quarterfinal win here. And think of the patience for Tom Polko, who we just saw after a goal peeled off the board. And this team rallies back with 3 more. And that almost does it. Tempers flaring. Samuelson
Other way.
getting into it
No, this side.
and trying to extract himself. He's got no need to do it, and he knows it.
I can get it for you. You're welcome.
Combatant is Libor Hayek.
You have to go out, I think. There's still 4
And
seconds.
just the
for the little
frustration
stop.
spilling over from
Please do
Pardubice.
it. Yeah,
They thought they had this game in hand. They thought they had a date with Canada tomorrow night,
Thank you.
and that's not going to be the case.
And it seems rather pointless with 4 seconds left. Probably just send them to the benches, but they'll sit in the penalty box for the remainder. And the net remains empty for some reason, to the point where Pardubice forgot to put the 6th attacker on. Now there, for formality's sake, tied up, skated into the corner, and that will do it. The Straubing Tigers are on a collision course with Canada in tomorrow's semifinal. A come-from-behind 4-2 win here in Davos. Stunning everybody here, but a well-deserved victory for the German side.
Well-deserved is exactly it. They did not quit. They did not back down when they were getting barraged in the first and second period. When Pardubice was controlling the play, their netminder took over. Zane McIntyre held them in the game, held them in one for the longest time. They got the equalizer and then just kept chipping away. And, you know, they had the goal called back, and you thought, oh, that could just be such deflation for this Straubing team. Well, they just kicked it into high gear from there.
We talked in our preview, a Pardubice side capable of winning the tournament. They won't make it to the semifinal. The Straubing Tigers in a stunner.
When you hear the rhythm, start to move.